Now our next topic is loops in the Python. So what are the loops? This is very most important concept in the Python, because more or less time oftenly we are using this function, that is loops in the Python. Okay, so we will going deep dive in this topic, and I will explain you each and everything with the help of examples. So let's get started. Loops in Python are control flow statements that are used to repeatedly execute a block of the code. Okay, loops is nothing but the repetition to execute the block of the code with certain repeated actions. They are essential for automating repetitive tasks and processing collection of data. So Python primarily offers two type of loops: for loops and while loops. Okay, so there are two type of loop: for loops and while loops. So we will try to understand what is a for loops. Used for iterating over sequences such as list, tuple, string or range or other iterable objects. So in the Python, if someone will ask you what are the iterable objects, so list, tuple, strings, ranges are the iterable objects. Iterable means it will be iterate. Iterate means repeat that actions or repeat that procedures. The loop executes a block of code once for each item in the sequence. Okay, so what is the syntax for this? So syntax for this is for items in iterable. Okay, this is the syntax for that we have to type. Then item, in the item it's not necessary you must have to type the item. You can type I or item or anything in iterable. Then the code is executed for the each item. So let we see with the help of the example, so you can have the idea. And obviously we will see more examples as well. So fruits. So let me run this code. And to add the code, you can also move the mouse here and click on plus. And I'm just moving the mouse here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I need to remove it. Let me run the code. So as you can see, fruits. What are the objects or what are the items available in the fruit? Apple, banana and cherry. And we are checking for fruit in fruits. Okay, so this we want to print for fruit in fruit. This fruits is this variable. Okay, so it will be print the fruit. Or you can say for I in fruits, print I, it will be print. So apple, banana, cherry, all of this thing will be print. Clear? Now similarly, while loop, used to execute a block of code repeatedly as long as given condition remains true. The loop continues until all the conditions becomes the false. So what is the syntax of this while loop? So while condition, and then after code will be executed repeatedly. So let me see with the help of the example. So we want to run so count is the one variable, right? So count is the variable, and we want to perform the while operation or while loop. Okay, so count initial, what is the value of count? Initial value of count is 0. While count is less than 5, you to print. Once the value of count will be reached to the 5, then it will be stop the operation. So initial value is 0. Then after it will be run the loop 1, again run the loop 2, again run the loop 3, again run the loop 4. But 5, once it will be reached the 5, then it will be stop. And here we can write count is equal to count plus 1, because initial value is 0. So 0 plus 1, 1. Now next value of count is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. next value of count is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, and so on. So let me run the code. So as you can see, this 5 is not counted. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. You can also write like count plus equal to 1. So as you can see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Both are same. Okay. So loop control statements. So break, what it will be does, it will be terminates the loop entirely and transfer control to the statement immediately following the loop. So if you want to break the loop, you have to use the break statement. If you want to continue the loop, it will be skip the rest of current iteration and proceed to the next iteration of the loop. Else, an optional else block can be used with the both for and while loop. The else block is executed when the loop completes its iteration naturally, that is without encountering a break statement. Then after, nested loops. Okay, so Python allow nested loops, meaning one loop can be placed inside the another, like we have seen the nested if condition. Similarly, nested loop conditions, right? So the inner loop execute completely for each iteration of the outer loop. So understanding and effectively utilizing for and while loop along with the loop control statement is fundamental for writing efficient and robust Python programs, which I have already mentioned you. So you can imagine this is very most important topic. This is just another explanation. What are the loops? Loops are used in programming to execute a block of code repeatedly as long as the specified condition is met. They are fundamental concepts in programming, allow you to automate some repetitive tasks. So while loop, and this is the conditions, this is the explanations, this is the output iteration. See here what it will be does. Here in this code, I is equal to 1, while I is less than equal to 5, you have to print iteration and then after comma and then I. So you know iteration is the string, so iteration it will be print and then after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here equal to is there, so 5 is also considered. So let me add the code and let me run the code. As you can see, 5 is also in the condition because equal to is there. Similarly, for loop, the for loop is used to iterate over a sequence such as list, tuple, dictionary, set or strings over a range of the number of items. So this is the syntax, and this is another example that what we have seen, right? And this is the range. Okay, for I in range 1 to 6. So let me run this code. As you can see, iteration 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first, that is start will be considered, but end will not consider. So end minus 1, so 6 minus 1, that is 5. So up to 5 it will be gone. If you want to print 6, so here you have to add the number 7. Then after 6 will be also printed. Okay, here what we are going to print? We are going to print string iteration comma I. So iteration 1, iteration 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Similarly, these are the things. Now using the loops for the repetitive task. So loops are particularly useful for performing repetitive tasks such as processing each items. Okay, that's what we have seen. So initially the value of total is 0 for number in range 1 to 11. So 11 minus 1, so 10. It will be performed up to 10. Now the sum is total is equal to total plus number. So now let me show you how it will be does. So as you can see, the sum is 55. So sum of 1 to 10 is 55. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 up to 10. That sum is 55. How it will be executed? So total is equal to total plus number. See, this plus equal to means what? The total is also included. So total plus number. So total initially the value is 0. and it will be start with the 1. So 0 plus 1, 1. Now the value is 1. 1 plus 2, that is 3. Now the value is 3. So 3 plus, next is 4, the value is 7. Now the value is 7. 7 plus 5, that is 12. And so on, it will be goes up to 10. And finally, it will be give you the value, that is 55. The sum is then the result. What is the result of total? That is the 55. So this is the explanation. This loop calculates the sum of numbers from 1 to 10 and print the result. Okay. Now while countdown, so let's say countdown to 5. So we want to reach to the 0. So 5. So here we have to minus. We have to use the minus sign. Why we have to use the minus sign? Because we want to lower down the value. Okay. Till now we are upper down the value. We are adding into the value, but now we are lower down the value. So 5, then after 4, then after 3, then after 2, then after 1, and then after finally it will be print the blast off. So initially the countdown value is 5. So while countdown is 0, print countdown, comma countdown. So while countdown is less than 0, greater than 0. Once it will be reached to the 0, then it will be print the blast off. Okay, which is very simple and easy to understand. You can just run the code and you can do more and more practice. Definitely you will be get the things. This loops counts down the countdown from the 5 to 1 and then print blast off, which is completely totally applicable. Breaking out the loop statement. Okay, so sometimes you might want to exit a loop early, so you can use this break statement. So let me see with help of example. So for I in range, now for I in range, it will be going to 1 to 11, but when I will be reached to the 5, it will be break. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, it will be displayed. If this statement doesn't use break, then it will be go up to the 10, but you have used this condition. If I is equal to 5, then after you have to break the loop. Okay, so this loop print the number from 1 to 4, and when I is equal to 5, the break statement will be execute and it will be exit the loop. Clear? So this is how we will see that about the loops in the Python, and in the next video we will see the recap of section